On October 5, 2024, a chilling video appeared on the YouTube channel Saucy Seth. It begins innocently enough, with the host arriving at Cape Henlopen State Park in Delaware, a place steeped in eerie wartime history. Once an active military base during both World Wars, the park now sits in silence, its old structures whispering of the past. Seth's focus for the night is Tower 12, a decaying coastal watchtower rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a soldier who never left his post. Even before sunset, something about the place feels wrong. The tower is sealed off, yet it exudes a heavy, unsettling presence, as though it's guarding secrets better left untouched. Seth mentions that he'll return after dark to investigate, though the nervous edge in his voice betrays his bravado. By 9:30 p.m., the park has transformed into something unrecognizable. The world outside his flashlight beam has vanished into pitch-black shadows, and the rain only adds to the suffocating tension.
It's like 9:30 right now, and it's pitch black outside. I'm gonna be so freaking honest with you guys. Like, I'm scared right now. It's like just now hitting me that I'm the only person out here. Like, I'm in this parking lot, this sketchy parking lot. There's like 2 lights, and I'm the only person in this parking lot. I don't know if I'm just like, if my brain is playing tricks on me, but I feel like I can hear everything outside right now. You know, just thinking about the stories and all the experiences out here. Like, I don't know if they're real or not, or, you know, but hopefully I can just get in there, walk around, check it out, and then leave. I'm going to be watching Stella, making sure she's good, but we're going to do it because I said I was going to do it. I'm here. Yeah. Let's go. Stella, you ready? All right.
I'm scared to death right now, he admits quietly. The parking lot is empty, abandoned. His car sits alone under the dim glow of a flickering light, and yet, he presses on. We're going to do it. I said I would, and I'm here.
I don't know if you guys can tell. It's raining right now. Guys, my heart is beating so fast right now. We're going down the trail. I don't know. I don't really have a flashlight. Okay, the watchtower is up here. I'm going to show you guys Stella so you can see her, how she's reacting right now. But the watchtower is over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's raining right now, and this is I'm not gonna lie, like, I definitely feel like a very dark energy around here. Hell nah, bro. The energy around this just does not feel right. Alright, guys. I gotta get out of here. What was that? Shh. I won.
The trail to Tower 12 is narrow and drowned in darkness. Every step echoes louder than it should, every breath visible in the damp air. Seth's voice trembles as he confesses,
Guys, my heart is beating so fast right now.
My heart is pounding so fast right now. The tower finally emerges through the fog, its silhouette tall, hollow, and cold. That's when he says it. I can feel it. There's something dark here. Then, without warning, the air changes. Seth cuts off mid-sentence. His whisper turns frantic. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. The camera shakes violently. Somewhere beyond the frame, something moves. A sound. Low, deliberate, too close. His breathing quickens as he spins the camera around, then bolts through the darkness. The video ends in chaos, his voice fading under the storm. The next morning, Seth records again.
Alright, so it's the next day, and I was kind of watching the video, and I noticed that you guys couldn't see, which is my bad. I did not have a flashlight, which I learned. I thought my phone flashlight was going to be a lot brighter, but you guys couldn't see anything. So next time I'm bringing a flashlight so you guys can see the whole thing. But I don't know if I was tripping or if I was hearing things, or like I said, if my brain was playing tricks on me. It was pitch black out there, and I was by myself, so I really didn't know what was going on. And also the energy there was, it felt so dark. Like, I'm not even playing with you guys. The whole time, all the hairs on my arms were sticking up. I had the chills the whole time, and I was just scared to death. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, that was probably one of the scariest things that I've ever done in my life. Just knowing the backstory of this place, it was scary. But with that being said, I got far away from that place, and I'm still in the little town called Lewis, but I'm just as far away from that park as possible.
His face pale, voice unsteady. Whatever it wasn't right, he mutters. I had chills the whole time. I've never been that scared in my life. He's already miles away from the park, but his final question lingers long after the screen fades to black. What chased Saucy Seth away from Tower 12? The video appeared without warning on September 12th, uploaded to a channel that wasn't known for anything like this. Megan Page, a YouTuber whose content usually centered on soft-spoken lifestyle vlogs, peaceful travel diaries, and moments of quiet reflection, had posted something drastically different. The title alone carried a sense of dread, hinting at something dark she'd never meant to capture on camera. In the opening seconds, Megan's voice trembles as she explains why she's deep in the California wilderness, camping alone. She wanted peace. After weeks of emotional chaos, arguments at home, sleepless nights, and a life that felt like it was unraveling, she decided to disconnect. No phone calls, no people, just the forest, her tent, and the soft hum of nature. But that calm would soon collapse into something far more terrifying.
Okay, well, you scared me.
Oh, thanks. Okay, scared to get to walk by and eat the stairs off the water into something.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm a sweetheart. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
probably more dangerous than me. You're probably more evil than me. Look at the dark hair you're saying. You're bald. Little stoner.
The video begins innocently enough. Her camera rests on a small tripod, pointed toward the trees as she speaks softly about solitude and healing. The forest sounds alive. Crickets, birds, the faint whisper of wind through leaves. There's nothing strange, nothing that hints at what's coming. Then, midway through a sentence, Megan stops. Her eyes shift toward the tree line. A faint crunching sound echoes in the distance. Footsteps. At first, she tries to brush it off. Maybe it's a deer, maybe a hiker. But the sound grows louder, closer. Her breathing changes. The tension in her voice rises. Then, from between two trees, a man steps into frame. His clothes are torn. In one hand, he's holding a jagged bottle. He says something, his tone oddly calm. But his body language screams danger. Megan freezes, clutching her camera. He insists he means no harm, yet takes another step forward, glass glinting in the sunlight. The screen wobbles as she backs away. Her voice is shaky now. Please, don't come any closer. The man doesn't answer. For a few unbearable seconds, the video becomes pure silence. Just her breath, the crunch of his boots, and the soft, eerie hum of the forest. Then abruptly, she cuts the recording. The next scene shows her hurriedly shoving supplies into her backpack. There's panic in her movements, and though the man is gone from view, every sound seems amplified. The branches snapping, the leaves rustling, She's whispering, almost to herself, "I need to get out. I need to go." The video ends there. No confrontation, no explanation. Just her running through the forest, her breathing ragged, the camera trembling with each step. In the comments, one viewer wrote, "He probably stopped because he saw the camera. Maybe he thought you were live streaming. That might have saved you." That thought alone is chilling. What's most unsettling isn't the encounter itself, but how quickly everything turned. One moment, Megan was searching for peace among the trees. The next, she was running for her life. In the end, it wasn't the wilderness that betrayed her. It was what walked into it. The video first surfaced on June 10, 2019, uploaded by the YouTube creator behind Muskrat Outdoors. What began as an ordinary day in the wilderness would soon twist into something far more unsettling. He and his wife, Cindy, had ventured out to one of their bear baiting sites, planning only to collect footage from their trail cameras. But as they trekked through the thick, overgrown forest, something off the main path caught their attention. An old, forgotten trail, nearly swallowed by weeds and branches, vanishing into the deeper woods. Curiosity overpowered caution. They followed it. The path led them into a secluded hollow where the air felt heavier, quieter. Beneath a tangled blanket of brush, they spotted what looked like a makeshift shelter, expertly hidden beneath layers of camouflaged netting and fallen limbs.
Come across something here extremely strange. I'm not really sure what to make of this. We found an old trail here. We walked down the trail, and here hanging in this tree here, right underneath that pole, was what I thought was a barrel that was probably used as a martin box. What it turned out to be is an old milk can. And stranger yet, the lid was on it. I pulled the lid off of it, and look at this. What in the world? Why would anybody... That's a pine marten. It's all been skinned and stretched. This is a coyote. Looks like several coyotes. I'm not positive what that one is. Anyway, I want this old milk can. I'm going to dig all these out of here, and then I'll get a better idea just what this is. But why in the world would anybody go through the trouble of I'm sure, trapping these animals, skinning them, stretching them, fleshing them, and then stick them in a milk can and hang them on the tree and never come back? They've been here, looks like, quite a while. So, I don't know what to think of this. Maybe the guy is trapping out a season. There's no season on coyotes. The pine marten would be the only one you get in trouble for. Maybe he was planning to come back and never made it back. I don't know. Very, very strange. I've never come across anything quite like this before.
Whoever built it clearly wanted it to stay unseen. But what truly froze them wasn't the shelter. It was what sat beside it. An old, rusted metal milk can, its lid barely hanging on. Inside were stretched animal hides: fox, coyote, chicken, badger. Some were crudely tanned, others half decayed. The sight was grotesque, the kind that makes your skin crawl before your mind even catches up. Who would do this? And why hide it here? As they inspected further, the horror deepened. The stash held 3 martens, a fox, a coyote, and 2 badgers, all meticulously skinned, preserved as if by someone with disturbing precision. The man behind Muskrat Outdoors confessed he'd never encountered anything like it. Whoever had done this wasn't a casual trapper or hunter. They'd put time, care, and obsession into their work. But what was the purpose, and why abandon it? Maybe, he thought, it was an old hunter's forgotten cache, left behind years ago. Yet if that were true, why had no one ever returned? That question clung to him as they pressed on through the trees until they found something else.
Okay, so this is just probably 100 yards, not even 100 yards up from where that barrel was with all the critters in it. Gotta be Sasquatch. Maybe Sasquatch killed that guy. Actually, this is kind of strange. Actually, really kind of strange, but I don't know if I believe in the whole Bigfoot tree structure things, but this one is a little weird. Actually, somebody was cutting some of this up for firewood, but it's a very strange stack, the way they've got it all tangled in this tree.
Roughly 100 yards from the first shelter, another structure appeared. This one ripped open, its walls torn apart. Inside, the ground was littered with mangled animal fur and shredded remains. It didn't look abandoned. It looked like something had happened here, something violent. The silence was suffocating. The forest seemed to hold its breath, and as they stood surrounded by the evidence of something unexplainable, one chilling thought refused to fade. What if the person who built these shelters never left this forest at all? The footage comes from the UK-based paranormal team known as Haunted Finders, uploaded on January 8, 2025. What began as a standard investigation into a quiet forest would soon unravel into one of the most unsettling nights they had ever documented. The team had returned to a remote woodland they hadn't explored in years, a place long rumored to be haunted by whispers, strange lights, and the lingering presence of something unseen. But this time, from the moment they arrived, the forest felt different.
Get in my pocket so I can use my torch because it's absolutely pitch black.
Can you come close to us and make these lights go off, please? That's how we know that you're here around us.
You can use the device here in my pocket to talk to us.
Beware of the dark.
Beware of the dark.
Thanks for that. We're in the middle of the forest now.
In the
Could have told
dark.
us down there.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the main road.
Why do we need to beware? Is there somebody here that we should beware of?
They ventured miles from civilization, the darkness closing in with each step. As they unpacked their gear, faint signals began crackling through the spirit box, distorted voices repeating a chilling warning. Beware of the dark. At first, they brushed it off as another eerie coincidence, the kind they'd heard countless times before. But the deeper they went, the heavier the atmosphere became. The woods felt alive. Distant whispers seemed to drift from all directions, some soft and childlike, others deep, distorted, and inhuman.
Is there somebody following us? A lot of different people have seen strange things in this forest. Are you one of those things?
The equipment flickered erratically, and strange responses started referencing a woman, as though something, or someone, was trying to lead them further in. Against their better judgment, they followed the signal into the denser part of the forest. Then came the moment that changed everything. One of the investigators froze.
Hello? Hello? I just saw you. We're just here for a walk. We're not going to do anything, just shout back so we know you're there. That was a person. Hey?
I wasn't looking that way.
Oh, there's a car coming down the thingy trail. What's he doing down here? There's been no cars coming down here the whole time we've been here.
His flashlight catching a glimpse of movement. A dark figure crouched low among the trees, watching them. It didn't move at first. Then, as if realizing it had been spotted, it bolted. Seconds later, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the forest, high-pitched, unmistakably female.
What? That was a scream! Holy shit, David!
What scream?
Did you hear the woman scream?
Yeah.
David, he's walking up. He's walking up the road. He's going to the road. Get in the car. Oh shit. Open the door. Get in the car. Get in the car. A woman's just pissing screen and he's just creeping down the road, Law. Look at him, he's there. He's there on the road.
Right, get him, film him.
David, pull off.
What do you mean?
Start the car.
The sound tore through the silence, paralyzing the team. Before they could even process what they'd heard, another figure appeared. This time, a man walking out of the darkness holding a torch. He said nothing. His steps were slow, deliberate. The team shouted, asked if he was all right. No response. Just silence, and the crunch of leaves as he passed by their car. They slammed the doors shut, locked them, and sped off without looking back. There were no parked vehicles, no signs of campers, no explanation for who or what they had seen. That night, the Haunted Finders team realized something terrifying. Not every horror hides in the supernatural. Sometimes the most dangerous thing in the dark is human. Dan Ventures Outdoors started as a small, quiet YouTube channel devoted to the peace of nature. Slow mornings by the fire, the whisper of wind through pine trees, and that rare kind of silence you only find far from civilization. His videos weren't flashy or dramatic. They were calm, almost therapeutic. But his latest upload was nothing like the rest. In that video, Dan decided to head deep into the forest with a friend.
I have to carry this big bag, look at that, with all that food in. It's got my food in, my beers, he's got some logs and that's it. I have to carry, little guy carries the big bag. I think that's what the rule is.
It's a fucking handbag, it just looks like a big long bag in your hand.
Oh. Right, we'll see you when we get to camp next.
Adios.
Amigos. Get on John. And we've got the wood there. This is the camp, mate. We've even got a tree swing, look. We've even got a tree swing.
You want a peg up?
Yeah.
If I tell them I found conkers. Oh, they're for Edie. If you're watching, when you're watching Edie, got your conkers.
Got your conkers. Your dad's got your conkers.
Because she'll love that.
Yeah, well. Ray's just getting fire started. Cracked a beer each. He's on the Stella. I've got the Cruise Campo. The South the Germans beers. The Germans. Quite nice actually. Quite nice actually. Quite nice beer.
Cruise Campo's Spanish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was German.
Oh well.
Never mind.
Oh well, does it matter?
It doesn't matter, mate. I still drink it, don't I?
Alright, yeah, go.
I thought it was German.
Far past the trails, beyond where phone service cuts out and the air turns colder. The plan was simple. Hike in, set up camp, and soak in the quiet beauty of the wilderness. But as the night unfolded, that peaceful stillness began to feel wrong. Too heavy, too aware. After hours of hiking through thick woods, they found the perfect spot, a clearing surrounded by tall trees that blotted out the stars. They built a fire, and for a while, it felt like paradise. The flames flickered against their faces, the orange glow pushing back the dark just enough to make the world feel safe. They laughed, cooked, even took turns shooting an airsoft gun at empty cans for fun. Everything was fine. Until it wasn't.
Come on. Let's see if he hits one of those. Where did you put it?
It fell somewhere as it fell out.
See if he hits this. I'm gonna stand there. Where are you standing?
At this line.
Go on then.
Someone put a log there for me to stand up.
Cheers.
That's gonna crop my skin, that. Which one? That one? Biggest one.
Go on then. Gates on! Ba-ding!
Is it damaged it or what? Can you see where?
No. Let's have a look.
Oh, I did, yeah. You can see. You can actually see. Can't you? A little dent.
Yeah. Little dent in it.
Right,
It is
so.
powerful. Very nice.
Yeah, man. Looks
My-
outside it first.
Yeah, from there.
Yeah, yeah, I've got one here, do you want it? Swap this.
Yeah, mate.
Bullet.
Thanks, mate.
Oh shit, why is it facing me?
Turn it around. Why is it
Right, 1 minute, let me get in position.
I'm going to go for little one, mate, just to prove I'm better.
Right, go on then.
Go on, I'm not better, am I?
No, she went for little one, go get another bullet.
I'm going to go for bigger.
Do walk of shame for another bullet, because you missed.
Sorry.
Well better than Ginger at filming me.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Ginger
well.
points at the ground.
So today, guys, we're going to be shooting his asshole.
As the laughter faded, they began to notice how quiet the forest had become. The chirping of crickets stopped. Even the wind seemed to hold its breath. It was the kind of silence that makes your skin prickle, when nature itself feels like it's listening.
Mixed herbs.
Mixed herbs.
All-purpose seasoner.
Oh, seasoning.
Salt.
Bit of salt.
Pepper.
Oh.
1 minute. Put that on my dining table. Jump down.
Jump over. And it's going with this.
Dirt. Dirt. Dirt.
Very nice. What else we got?
4 sandwiches.
Nice. 1 onion. Asparagus. Asparagus. What else, mate?
With some crisps. Garlic.
Oh.
Garlic butter in pan with steak.
Nice.
Maybe.
And for sides?
Oh, I've got some chicken.
Chicken!
It were well dear.
It were.
We're not cheap. It was really expensive.
And it's not out of date.
No, definitely.
So that's for tea. Or supper. Well, whatever time it's going to be. I don't know what time it's going to be.
I don't know.
Because we finally got that lit. I did. Reese filled 3 times.
Your best ever.
So yeah, we're just having some beers. Thought I'd show you the food. Tents are up. I'm going to go there. Reese is going to go there. And we're going to have, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So, so I'll bring you back when we're cooking some food. I'm getting my tent up. Because I'm not setting his up as well. Can do that on his own.
By the time they crawled into their tents, the only sound left was the soft crackle of the dying fire. Then came the noise. It started faintly, like something brushing against the leaves.
We're in bed. The time is 8:53, and I think it's time to just watch some YouTube videos, I think. Listen to a podcast or something. Just help me relax. Just get my head down. This is my setup. Got my pillow and my mat. I got my sleeping bag there. My bag. So yeah, I think it's just time to just watch something and chill out. I did hear some whistling, but I think it was someone whistling at the dog, but yeah, I think that's it. So I'm just going to chill out. And yeah, if I don't see you through the night, I'll see you in the morning. Night. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like someone or something walking around. Hello?
At first, Dan thought it might be his friend walking around outside, but when he called out, there was no reply. The sound came again, slow, uneven, deliberate. Something was moving around their campsite. He held his breath, straining to listen. The crunch of footsteps circled the tent, stopping, then starting again. The fire outside had gone cold, and the darkness pressed in against the thin nylon walls. He could feel his heartbeat in his throat. This wasn't an animal. It was too heavy, too slow, and the way it moved, it wasn't curious. It was hunting. Dan's friend whispered from the other tent, asking if he'd heard it too. The fear in his voice said everything. Neither of them dared to unzip their tents or shine a light. They just waited, frozen, as whatever it was paced just beyond reach. Minutes dragged like hours until, finally, the footsteps faded into the woods. The forest remained eerily still for the rest of the night. By morning, the campsite looked untouched. No prints, no broken branches, no sign of anything.
So, I hadn't heard anything more. Just been sat here watching my phone. Doing a bit of editing. And, I hadn't heard anything else. Must have just been an animal or something, but it definitely sounded like human footsteps. It's about 4:30 now. I try drop off again. Just ignore it. Act like it never happened. Yeah. So, I'll see you in a couple hours.
But Dan's voice in that video trembled when he said it. Something was out there that night. He never went back to that spot again. And honestly, can you blame him? Because out in the dark, beyond the firelight, sometimes something's listening back. On April 23, 2025, a chilling video surfaced on the YouTube channel Exploring Alabama. Its creator, a man known for his calm curiosity and love for forgotten history, had set out once again to uncover the past. His adventures usually took him through abandoned buildings, rusting relics, and quiet creeks scattered across the South. But this particular outing, deep inside the Talladega National Forest, would reveal something far darker than any coin or relic buried by time. It was Easter Sunday. The air was still, and the forest seemed almost peaceful. The soft murmur of water echoed through the trees as he followed a narrow creek, camera in hand, metal detector humming faintly beside him. The day felt ordinary, quiet, serene, until it didn't.
Animal in this creek. It's most likely going to be a snake, but I was kind of hoping it might be a wandering snapping turtle headed upstream. Here's some confusion. Do you see the poison ivy in here? It's all pretty and green. And the tallest right there is poison ivy. So I think we're gonna go on further down. My guess is the bug spray does not work on those little tiny gnats that eat your face and get in your eyes and ears, because I put it on, and just like the directions said, I pretended like I was a liberal. I'm just kidding. I just popped a minute. See, something just jumped out there and swam under there. Probably a frog. This water's probably too cold for a snake today. But maybe not. It was a beautiful creek nonetheless. This is poison ivy. You can see the vine as it runs up through there, and it grows tall in hopes that you'll rub all over it. I've never walked up this one before, which means unless you live around here and you do this for entertainment, then you may not have either.
Somewhere upstream, the sounds of nature began to fade. The chirping birds grew silent. The atmosphere thickened, and that uneasy stillness that only exists in haunted places began to creep in. He couldn't explain it, but something about that section of the forest felt wrong. As he moved through the shallow water, his detector began to sound off erratically. Expecting to find an old coin or scrap metal, he dug into the soft soil. What emerged instead froze him in place.
That is a human mandible. That is part of a human skull. I pulled it out. This is very disturbing to me. I pulled that out. I thought that was the points to a young buck. But I have spent enough time identifying deceased people by their dental records to know they did not have their molars removed and were all the way down to
bones. At first, he thought they might belong to an animal, but as more fragments surfaced, shapes too human to mistake, his chest tightened. His voice trembled as he whispered to the camera, realizing what he had uncovered. This wasn't a relic of history. It was someone's final resting place. He marked the location carefully and hiked back to call the authorities.
So we got sheriff here, we got investigators on the way, and he has a dog in there, a bloodhound. So this is not a video for entertainment purposes or not. I just want you to know, and even the director up here at the park, who's an incredible lady, her name is Chandra, man, that is the loudest, most obnoxious car I think I've heard, well, in the past 5 minutes anyway. So like I say, I didn't dig anymore. This was right here. I don't know, maybe backwards, but I don't know what that is. There's more stuff up there.
How far?
You know, it's on up around the corner and everything, but you know, where people have been there, like an old rotten wooden spoon and you know, a little bit of trash, but so now we're walking back to the campsite where I found the wooden spoon in the garbage, because they're thinking that may be where it washed down from. Yeah, that's not far, up around this corner. So there's 1, 2, 3.
Hours later, police confirmed the truth he had already suspected. The remains were human. Soon after, a grim theory began to circulate. The bones might belong to a tribal chief who had vanished 5 years earlier within the same forest, rumored to have been murdered. No official investigation ever followed. The story simply faded, like so many others swallowed by the woods. In his final update, the creator's tone was somber. What began as a peaceful Easter hike had turned into a brush with death's forgotten trail. The forest, it seemed, never forgets. It hides its tragedies beneath the roots and leaves, waiting patiently for someone curious enough to dig them back up.